we're back with another video. This is Premier League Weekend 2, and there's 3 weekends. We're in the top flight and we're not doing very well. The first weekend we won 1 match out of 7, but we didn't have our full team out for one of the days because Cooper was at a wedding. So you'll have seen that video, you'll have sympathised with us, but 2 years ago we were in the same situation. Last time we were in the top flight, we won the first match, then we lost 6 in a row, so we had the same record at this stage, and at the end of it we were 1 match away from staying up. So although we didn't stay up, going into our last match we needed like a 15-5 win. The score was 15-5, just not to us. So it is doable. We don't need to win the league, we just need to win enough to be ahead of 2 other teams. So we will do what we can. It's in Tunbridge Wells. Now, I've never been to Tunbridge Wells, and from where I live in the country, that is a big distance away. So thankfully my team have been nice and let Cooper and I have the first set off. And I think Cooper's on this train, but there was a man who looked a bit drunk that I kind of wanted to avoid. So I'm probably going to wander down and find Cooper in a second. But yeah, so they're currently playing match 1, and we'll be there. I'll be there in probably an hour and 10 minutes or something, so we're wandering down. I'm a bit on the tired side, I didn't get much sleep last night, but at least we're a team of 6 today, so we get some sets off, thereabouts. So Cooper and I are playing 3 sets today, so thankfully I'm not having to play all 4, which is good. And tomorrow each pair is playing 2 sets. I think Cooper and I have got set 2 and 3 tomorrow, so we get a lie-in tomorrow. So we'll do what we can. It's a good competition. This year there are 4 divisions, so what they did, they had enough teams in Division 3 to split it after 1 weekend. So now there are 4 separate divisions, and hopefully they can keep 4 divisions. It's a really good competition. But because they've got to extend the number of divisions they've got, they need to extend the number of venues they've got, which is why I'm in Tunbridge Wells today. If you'd have asked me before the Premier League started whereabouts is Tunbridge Wells, I'm like, I don't know, somewhere down south. That would be my call. So we're just leaving London at the moment. We're just leaving London Bridge, and we're going to do what we can today and do the best we can, I think. I've been on a bit of a funk recently, in terms of results, I guess, in terms of how well I've been doing. Ever since I got back from Toronto, I've not done as well. So hopefully today we can play well and maybe have some good decisions. It's difficult. You can play perfectly and lose the match because the standard is so high. I say play perfectly. You can play without making any glaring errors and lose the match. So you don't necessarily need to do brilliancies. You just maybe need to not make an error and have a bit of luck that they do make an error. So maybe they bid a slam off a finesse or something, and then you might win the match that way. So we will do what we can. I'm going to try and see if I can find Cooper now. The man who was kind of leaning drunkenly against the wall seems to have moved, so I'll go and do that, and then we'll introduce you to Cooper, we'll wander to the venue, and then we'll play some bridge. Yeah. So we're playing in there. I'm going to show you the inside. I'm going to show you the insides later. It's really nice. Teammates walking down for coffee. We lost the first match of the day when Cooper and I sat out by about 21 imps or something. Just played the second place team now, and we lost by 3. There were definitely decisions that you'll see in a sec where we could have done better at. But Cooper and I generally played well. We defended a lot. We took a lot of things 1 off. Chucker made a great double. Maybe I'll show you that. Teammates missed a slam. They got kind of a bit psyched out in the bidding, and they kind of like tried to level themselves, and they ended up, and they could have played in 5 heart 3 doubled, and which makes 6, and they chickened out and bid 5 spades. So I don't know. I think they're just. Sorry, that's gonna. I'll cross over later. Teammates are walking ahead of me for a coffee. So yeah, we've settled down. Right, there we go. Zebra crossing. Right, teammates ahead of me. So settled down. Cooper and I did fine, I think. Cooper played a 3N well, so pluses and minuses, we'll see. So going for coffee, and I'll show you the inside of the building, which is surprising for a bridge club. I think it's very nice, actually. My first time in Tunbridge Wells. And then once I settle down, you might get a hand or two, a hand that you know and love from Steve. We're in a coffee shop around the corner, and you're going to get a lead problem. Now, you know me and lead problems. I don't think you can give an unbiased lead problem, because when you get given a lead problem by someone, there's going to be a right answer. So there is going to be one here, and I think I'm wrong. This is your hand. You've got Jack 10 9, singleton ace, King Jack to 4, King Queen 10 to 5. So it's a good 14 count. And you open a club, partner bids 1 heart, so that's your singleton, and the hand on your right bids a spade. Now in Acol you can't really play support doubles, it doesn't work, you need double to be something else. So here I haven't got a bid. I could bid 2 clubs, but I've already shown at least 4 clubs on an opening hand, and I haven't got much more than that. So I don't think you really need to bid 2 clubs here, but if you're going to do anything, that's the only bid you've got. So I passed. The hand on my left bids 2 clubs is a good raise. The hand on my right bids 2 hearts, which is natural-ish, so they've got hearts over partner. You've got the stiff ace. My hand on your left bids 2N, natural with a club stop, and the hand on your right bids 4 spades. So they've got to 4 spades after overcalling 1 spade on your right, and your right-hand opponent has hearts as well, and your left-hand opponent has a club stop. So what do you lead at trick 1? You're playing teams as well. I think you've got 3 possible leads. You could lead a top club, you could lead the ace of hearts, or you could lead a spade. I think a diamond's out. If partner happens to have the ace or queen of diamonds, you're probably going to have time later on to get in and switch. It might be the times where partner's got the queen of diamonds and you need to set up your diamond trick before the ace of hearts has gone, maybe. But I think realistically a diamond is out. So of the other 3 suits, which one do you lead? So normally with lead problems it's a choice between 2. Here it's a choice between 3. Now there is a slight caveat that you could lead the ace of hearts to get a look to see what to do, because then maybe a diamond switch or a club switch or a trump switch might be better. But if your plan is to lead trumps, you might want the ace of hearts to get in and lead a second trump. It might be that their right-hand opponent is like 5-5 in hearts and spades, and you know partner can't have a rough hearts. So maybe you need to lead a trump, win the ace of hearts, lead another trump before hearts get roughed in dummy, that sort of thing. So that's what went through my mind, and I led a spade at trick 1 with the idea of using my ace of hearts or maybe a slow club trick to get in with and lead a second spade if a trump leads right. And it's a bit committal, because obviously if a trump leads right, it's then wrong to lead the ace of hearts to have a look, because you've just run out, you're a trick behind now. So the other possibility is you lead a top club or the ace of hearts and then decide what to do. And if I show you the full hand, there's the full hand, you can take the first 4 tricks. It didn't occur to me that the ace of clubs wouldn't be in dummy. I understand that my right-hand opponent will have heart values. You can see the heart values are in dummy, and the ace of clubs isn't. They've got Jack to 4 as their stop, like 4 triple 3, and I don't mind 2, and I think it's fine. It just didn't occur to me that the ace of clubs will be with partner. Now, if you know partner's got the ace of clubs, your best chance of beating it is to get 1 or 2 heart ruffs. Potentially, you might be like ace of hearts, club to partner, heart ruff, add another club to partner, or a second club cash yourself, or something like that. So if you can envisage your partner might have the ace of clubs, I think that's probably the best chance to beat it. The 2N bids obviously put me off a bit, and I led a spade, and then it's all over. They just draw trumps, knock out the ace of hearts, and then we get 2 clubs at the end. So that was just a bit not unlucky. I don't know if I'm in the wrong here. And I think obviously I've been not duped, but I've been influenced by the bidding to lead something else, and I didn't lead a heart. Now, a club lead also works. You can lead the king of clubs and it holds. Now you've got time to unblock the ace of hearts before leading to partner's ace of clubs to get your ruff. So of the 3 leads, 2 of them beat it and 1 doesn't. So in that regard, it's a bit unlucky, but maybe I should be leading the king of clubs or the ace of hearts anyway. I don't know. It feels in the time it felt 50-50, but in reflection the hand, is it hindsight to say that leading the ace of hearts is a winning option? Who knows? So this is the bridge club, and it's like even some sort of like old fancy house. This is a whole room with 2 well spaced out screens. We've got another room with 4 here. I think that table's the ViewGraph table, I think. Oh no, apologies. There's the computers. This is ViewGraph, and I think there's 2 tables upstairs. Maybe at some point we'll get ViewGraph, but we haven't been yet. So you can see just really nice high ceilings, nice temperate room. Thing of water there. So there's some technology, even though it's an old place, there's some technology going around. Wonderful director Jonathan there. Hi, Jonathan. And there, so we're going to be sat east of us at this table. We're going to be playing Hackett, and this is one of the two teams we need to finish ahead of, basically. Yeah, and we think they came up with us last time out, although they're not a walkover by any means, and I think our teammates are probably going to be at this table here or something like that. So you can see people going around. On teammates might be in the other room. So this is one of the playing areas, and I imagine there's some playing areas upstairs. I'm just going to squeeze past. You can see as you walk in, it's like you're walking into someone's like proper. It feels like someone's house, you see. So there's a little bar area in there. Oops. Bar area in there, kitchen area there, toilets there. It's really nice, and you saw the outside of it. So that first time here, pleasantly surprised, I think. There's DG. Hi, DG. So we're not winning. It looks like we've lost this match as well. I went off in a game, Cooper went off in a game, but we had some good boards, so we had some good positions anyway. The Future Steve's going to go through board, for Future Steve's reference, board 6, where I got to play in a natural 4N with some bidding, and I read that right. I mean, we've missed slam, but I'm just trying to make 4N with things lying well, so he's about to show you that. I probably should show you it now, actually. You have the hand in the picture with king third spade, and you open a weak no chump, and they overcall 2 clubs, the majors. So your partner bids 3 forcing diamonds, so it's game forcing, natural, pass to you. Well, you've got 2 low diamonds and you've got to stop in both majors, so you bid 3M, and this goes pass, and then the hand on your right that passed over 3 diamonds bids 4 spades. Well, you don't want to really go on here. You've not really got the best weak no trump. All your values are in their suit, so you double penalties. And this goes pass, and partner bids 4N, which is just a play. So it feels like partner's got solid diamonds, and he thinks that maybe we're not getting that rich out of 4 spades. Maybe we're only getting 300 when we should be making 630 or 660 or something. So it goes pass. And at trick 1, they lead a small spade, and you can see dummy. Dummy goes down with stiff queen of spades. That's a nice card to see. Because without that, I think I'm going off. Well, at least without that, I'm going to need the club finesse on side. And partner puts down 2 low hearts, 6 solid diamonds, an ace 10 fourth club. So how many tricks have you got off the top? You've got 6 diamonds. You've got a spade trick. The queen of spades holds trick 1. So you know the hand on your left that's overcalled is going to have the points, and the hand on your right is going to have the distribution. So maybe the hand on your right's got 5 spades, but why didn't they bid 4 spades first time round? I don't know. It feels like a risky thing to do. They've bid their hands out, and then you bid 4 spades and you double them. So maybe they just got 4 spades. I don't know. Maybe they're sandbagging with 5. And so you've got 1 spade, 1 heart, 6 diamonds, and 1 club. So how are you going to make this? Well, one possibility is the club finesse. If the club finesse is onside, you're going to make it. Can you make it when the club finesse is offside? And more importantly, can you play it in such a way that you make it wherever the king of clubs is? That's the key. So the leader spade trick 1, the queen holds, and you decide to cash some diamonds to see what you're trying to do when you're doing this is you're trying to get the shape of the person who's bid the majors. Now you've got king X of spades, ace queen 10 of hearts. You've got lots of end play possibilities if you can throw them in later so that they've only got majors left. They're probably going to have to give you a trick. So if you can work out their shape, you should be able to do this. So you cash 2 diamonds and everyone follows, and you cash a 3rd diamond. The hand on your left that overcalled 2 clubs pitches a club, pitches like 8 or 9 of clubs or something. So you now know that they had 2 diamonds initially, and they can have at most 3 clubs. So if they've got 2 clubs, this is fine. You can play cash all your diamonds, cash the ace of clubs, and you've taken all their minus suit cards out, and now you can play a heart to the 10. If they've got 3 clubs, you're now relying on them having the king. So you've now improved your odds. It's now just not about where the king of clubs is. It's if the king of clubs is offside, the hand on your left might have 2 clubs, and you can strip them. If the hand on your left has king to 3 clubs, you also make it. So you only really go off if the hand on your left has got 3 small clubs. That gives them 2 small diamonds, 3 small clubs, ace to 4 spades, king jack to 4 hearts. That's probably not likely. So they're either going to be 5-4, in which case they might have a doubleton small club, or they're going to be 4-4, in which case they've probably got the king. So in that case, what you do is you cash your 6 diamonds, and you cash your ace of clubs, and you come down to king x of spades and ace queen 10 of hearts. And then what you do is you play heart to the 10, or the queen, it doesn't really matter. Heart to the 10 or heart to the queen. And if they've got no more clubs left, they have to play major and you make a trick. If they have got the clubs left, it's going to be the king. They cash the king, and now you should have been counting their hand. You know they were initially 4-4 in the majors. You count the hand, and what you do is you come down to the same shape as them. So at the end, after I've played a heart to the queen and king, they cash the king of clubs. I've got 3 cards left. I counted his hand. I came down to the same shape as him. So I bared my king of spades and kept ace 10 of hearts, and they bared their ace of spades and had jack x of hearts. So they were actually end played. So I didn't really like being in the spot I was in, but I can understand why Cooper's done it. We make 6 clubs on a finesse, so 6 clubs is there on a finesse, and I think 6 end played by me might be there on the finesse and an end play, the same sort of end play. You just need to avoid a heart lead through the ace queen at trick 1. So I think there were various slams on there, but I played it in such a way that I was making it opposite more than just a single club distribution. I made it against a few different distributions there. It's much more damaging to bid 4 spades straight away. If you're going to bid 4 spades over 3N, when they bid 3 game forcing diamonds, what you don't want them to do is to describe their hand and, you know, deny a diamond fit or show a diamond fit. For example, if you bid 4 spades straight away and my hand has a diamond fit, well, what do? You're putting me to a guess there. Maybe we've got 6 diamonds on and I bid 5 and then my partner's guessing. Who knows? But as it stood, we hadn't bid a slam. They kept us at a slam. Then they offered us a penalty in 4 spades. And then potentially, I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. So put the pressure on me. Obviously, I've got 9 top tricks in 3 and then I was in 4. So there we go. I don't know whether, I think Cooper played 4 spades really well, but I think they misdefended it. So whether or not that appears, you'll see that next. But we're just waiting for teammates who should be done any minute now. So apologies for poor lighting. We are currently winning the match. This is the last match of the day. I'm tired, and this is the second time that Cooper and I have played 3 sets in a row when we've got that's nice light. 3 sets in a row when we've got a team of 6. So that shouldn't really happen, but it's our fault for living so far away. So we had to have the first set off, and then teammates were tired, so we played the last set as well. So a good thing we've won. Well, winning, I mean, I don't think we can lose it from here. We've probably got a game swing out. It says we're 25 up. We're probably going to go down to like 15 up. I think we've got a game swing out. Future Steve's about to, or maybe already shown you a hand where you have got to do well to make 4 spades or read things well. I'll give you a bidding problem here. I say bidding problem, it's not that interesting, but it came up and it's a swing out with Cooper's checking skills. Oh, the light's gone off. Go on, dance, Steve, dance. You have Queen 10x, King 1, Queen 9 4th, King Queen Jack X, and you open this a weak no trump. You're vulnerable, so your weak no trump's 12 14, and you've got bang in the middle 13. Partner bids Stamen. You say I haven't got a 4-card major, which you haven't. And then partner bids 3 spades. Now 3 spades is Smolin, for those of you who don't know what it is, and it shows 5 hearts and 4 spades and game values. So you look at your spades, you've only got 3. You look at your hearts, dance Steve, dance. You look at your hearts, you've only got 2, so you bid 3N. You've got a club stop and a diamond stop, so it's not a bad place to be. And over this, partner bids 4N. How do you rate your hand in the context of the bidding? You've got some pluses and you've got some minuses. Now, partner knows you haven't got an 8-card major fit, so partner isn't going to have like ace empty to 5 or something, because he knows that's not a good thing. So partner sets are likely to be decent, like ace queen jack to 5, ace jack 10 to 5 or something like that. And you look at your major suit holdings and you think, actually they're really good. I've got king x and queen 3rd. Given I've got 2 hearts and 3 spades, that's almost the ideal situation for that. So I thought, oh, okay, well my hand's better in that regard. And then I thought, well, I haven't got any aces, so it's worse in that regard. But partners like to have like a diamond on it and the ace of clubs. Now, opposite the ace of clubs, you've got king, queen, jack, X. Your clubs are actually rated very well if partner's got the ace of clubs. So if partner's got something like ace or king of spades, maybe you have to play finesse as jack of spades, 5 hearts the ace queen or ace queen jack or something, king x of diamonds, ace x of clubs, something like that. That's not a quantitative bid, so he's going to have a bit more than that. So I thought, shrug, I'll bid 6. And we've got 12 tricks. In fact, the other table made 13 in 3M. The problem is, there's the full hand. Tosh has a natural diamond lead. On this auction, he hasn't got a spade lead. Our teammates are here to score up. He hasn't got a spade lead in this auction because Cooper's shown 4 spades. So he led a diamond, and then Minnie just said, I've got the ace king of diamonds. So we went one off. We have 12 tricks. So in terms of rating my king x and queen third, about fitting well and generating tricks, and king, queen, jack, x of clubs opposite the ace, I'm right. It's just that we're missing the ace king of diamonds. So, oops. So yeah, we were winning by 25. I think we won by 13, and that's against the team that usually wins this. So that's a really good showing. Cooper and I were steady for that. I think he's played very well today. Don't let him hear me say that. I think he's played very well today. I think we've all potentially throughout the team let things go, and that's why. I mean, we've won 1 out of 4 matches today. So we're not played great, but at such a high standard, I think. To some extent, we're pretty happy with how we've done, playing against effectively international level players and holding our own, really. So we're just hoping that 2 teams have a much worse weekend than we do. We've got 2 moderate losses, a narrow loss, and then a moderate win, I think. So it says 14, so I think we've won by 14, I think, so it's fine. We've got another win in the bag. Yeah, the 2 teams we think we can beat ahead of played each other, and one of them won big, so that's not good for us. I'm going to get some hand records. We're going to go for a tapas place, and then you will join me for the next video where we try and do well tomorrow. The good news is for Cooper and myself, I'm very tired now. I did not get much sleep. The good news for Cooper and myself is we're not playing all 3 sets tomorrow, which will be the first time this year that we've not had to play 3 in a row, so we'll take that. We're playing 2 tough games, obviously, but we're playing second and third tomorrow, so I will see you then.